Hey guys, I've been so busy but dying to get another tutorial out. So Easter's coming. I wanted to pick an Easter one for you. So here's 3 rocks that are kind of oval shaped like an egg. So we're going to do 3 Easter egg type painted rocks today. I'm going to do 2 coats of white paint on top of these just to start them and let them dry. I'm going to use some spring colors, some light pastel colors. You can pick whatever colors you want. You can also use blending brushes, which once again is just old brushes of mine that I've used a lot, and I dab them, and that makes them kind of puff out and get all fuzzy at the ends, and they work really well for blending. If you're not comfortable with that, you can also use makeup blending sponges. Super inexpensive at the dollar store. And they're awesome for blending. I'm also going to put a layer of hologram sparkles over top of my eggs once I've got all the color done. And that just, for me, because I love sparkles. You can use any kind of paintbrush you like. I did order these on Amazon, and what I do is I cut some of the hairs off of each brush so that they're smaller. Because I can't do fine lining with just your standard brushes. So I actually cut off quite a bit of the bristles in the brush, and I'm left with a small brush. So you can do that, or you can use paint pens, whatever you're comfortable with when it comes to the fine lines. So I've let these 3 eggs dry. Now I'm going to get out my makeup sponges and show you what these do. I'm going to start off with some pink, but once again, you can use whatever colors you want. And I'm just going to dab it on lightly. Don't get too much paint on your sponge or else it doesn't blend very well. And I'm going to use just a regular paintbrush, and I'm going to add on just a swipe of color. So I'm going to go back to some white. And I'm just going to swipe on the color and then use the sponge to dab it on. And then you can move to your next color. And you decide whatever colors you want to use. I'm going to go with some blue next. And you just swipe on the color. If you want to add some white just to lighten it up a little bit. I've done a stripe of blue and a stripe of white, left it wet because it blends easier when it's wet, and start sponging away. And you can keep going over it until you're happy with it. Blending isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be just kind of like colors blended together without any hard lines there. So I'm just getting rid of the hard lines by adding a little bit of white or a little bit of blue and then blending it together. And there is nothing perfect in my world, so it's basically whatever is appealing to you while you're doing it, that's where you leave it at. I've gone over my blue and white a couple of times, so it's not damaging the color at all. It's actually blending well together. More white, just because I want to separate my colors a little bit. Now I'm adding purple. There we go. Now orange. If you don't have oval shaped rocks, that's okay too. You can paint your Easter eggs like this if you want. Just be careful when you're dabbing. Little bit of green at the end. And see, I've done another stripe of white just to kind of blend the orange and green together. It dries very fast. There we go. I'm going to let that dry completely, and then we put the sparkles on once that's dry. Now you don't have to do straight lines. You can do squiggly lines. You can do whatever you want for your background blending here. I'm going to go diagonally a little bit, just kind of mix it up. Use some different colors. Use some mint green, bright yellow. These are a lot of fun for kids to do as well. So if you want a fun project to do with some kids for Easter, rocks are fun as it is, but having like a little theme to it, like Easter, is really fun for the little kids. And there's no mistakes. Like there's absolutely no mistakes at all when it comes to this. It's whatever you love. I'm just going to keep blending and mixing. Each egg is going to have a variety of different colors on it, just to kind of make each one a little different. I want to thank all my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be creating lots of more stuff pretty soon. My little guy is going to be starting school in September, and I'll have a little bit more time on my hands to do some tutorials and paint some really cool stuff up with you guys. So I'm excited about that. I'm always accepting new ideas of tutorials that you want to learn about. Everybody keeps asking about my brushes, but in almost every video I talk about why my brushes are like this and how I got them that way. So watch my videos and you will see what my secrets are. Okay, all 3 eggs are finished drying, so now it's safe to add whatever sparkles you like, but I'm a huge fan of hologram. It just kind of goes with a lot of different colors, so I like hologram for sure. So for all of these, I'm doing a nice layer with a nice wide brush and getting those sparkles on. They're going to dry nice and clear and sparkly. As soon as they're done, they're just beautiful. Can't see the sparkle under this light. I'm so sorry. You will see it while you're painting. You'll know what I'm talking about. Yet I'm gonna still keep trying to show you. All right, now once that hologram sparkles dry as well, we're going to get out our white paint and we're going to do our Easter egg designs on it. So you can use paint brushes, dotting tools. You can use Posca pens or paint pens. I've never actually used them before. I'm so used to using acrylic paint that I'm a bit nervous about trying Posca pens, but everybody else seems to love them. So whatever it is that you like to do your designs with, get that out. I'm using a fine lining brush, one that I created myself by snipping off most of the bristles. And I'm using dotting tools and the ends of my paint brushes to get the dots. And here I'm just doing whatever I want. So it's free range. You get to put whatever kind of Easter egg design you want on with the white paint. So I started off with kind of like a flower type situation at the top, and then I'm just going to work my way down like I do with mandalas or Zentangle designs. Just kind of keep adding, be creative. You could do whatever you want, and each one will be different, I guarantee it. You can try and use the same design that I'm using. If you need to pause it and work on it and then continue, that's fine with me. I don't mind one bit. I hope I'm staying interesting for you girls and guys who want to learn how to paint some rocks. But like I said, if you have suggestions, let me know on Facebook. Let me know on here, on YouTube, Pinterest. Just send me a message and give me some ideas of what you want to see. And I'll try and come up with a couple of, you know, themes for different times of the year. So for instance, Easter or Valentine's or St. Patrick's Day. I want to try and keep everybody excited about those special days throughout the year. I like mixing it up, doing like little flower petals and little lines and dots and triangles. Just mix it up as much as you want, and it all looks so beautiful in the end. And if you want to be, you know, if you want less is better for you, that's awesome too. I'm going to let that one dry and just move right on to the next one. The colors, you can start seeing the sparkles in that hologram paint now. And this hasn't even been sealed yet. So once it's been sealed, it's even more beautiful. There we go. I did some hearts in that one. More dots. I love dots. Like I said, pause it if you want to steal my design and work on it like that. It's hard to fit it all into one video if you watch every little step that I'm doing slowly. So then my videos would be a lot longer. That's what you're left with. They're beautiful. I hope you love them. Thank you.